Saltwater pool versus ozone? Which is better? Are these all what they're cracked up to be? Let's take a closer look. Let's go. First off, I'm not an expert on pools, but I did do a good amount of research before I put mine in, and I also discovered a few things along the way that installers and information online don't tell you. But before we get into it, please hit that subscribe button and help out the channel. Also, if this is useful information, give me a thumbs up so I know it wasn't a complete waste of time. If I can help one person out, it's worth it, and more people, even better. Here is a basic saltwater pool system. This setup is a Hayward system. You have your heater, your pumps. In this case, there's a waterfall pump and a circulation pump that pumps water into the filter and back into the pool. This pump has a basket to catch large leaves, bugs, and smaller items before it goes into the filter. Your salt chlorinator that takes salt from the pool and generates chlorine. Yes, a saltwater pool still has chlorine in it, but so does ozone. And then the filter that catches items that the basket and the pump didn't catch, such as dust and dirt particles. And the control box. This is really the basics of a saltwater system. The saltwater system runs in the summer months. When the water gets too cold, the Hayward manual says below 56 degrees Fahrenheit, the cell stops generating, and then you need to turn this off and supplement the chlorine with tablets or liquid. The chlorinator is something that needs to be checked roughly every 6 months to see if it needs to be cleaned and has a lifespan of roughly 5 years depending on usage. The chlorinator is about $600 and is easy to replace. Salt doesn't evaporate, but when it rains or water gets in the pool, you have to make sure the salt parts per million is correct. This shows up on the readout on your control box, making it easy to check. If the level's too low, simply add pool salt to boost up the level. The benefit of a saltwater pool is when it's summer and it's time to swim, you turn the chlorinator on and it gets away from the harsher chlorine chemicals from tablets. Saltwater pools will also make your skin much smoother and are not as hard on your eyes. A concern that comes up is it like swimming in the ocean? But the amount of salt in the ocean is 10 times more salty. The ocean is 35,000 parts per million, and the pool is roughly 3,000. You can tell the water's salty, but it's very slight. You still have to put muriatic acid in the pool to adjust the acid and pH levels. A downside that I hear from guys that are pushing ozone is that saltwater pools corrode metal over time. There's really no metal in pools anymore unless you have one of these. If you're interested in how to take care of a saltwater pool, I'll leave a link below on what I've been doing. It's not difficult. Let's talk about the ozone system. This is a Jandy system. Jandy and Hayward seem to be the more popular systems out there. They both offer saltwater and ozone equipment. The big unit to the left is the heater. This is where you put the chlorine tablets. Yes, an ozone pool system still takes chlorine tablets. They say it requires less chlorine, but this is a bit confusing because the tests are the same, measuring the chlorine levels as any other pool. Then you have the water pump. This particular system is larger because this setup has more pumps for more water features. You have your filter. That's the same setup as a saltwater pool for grabbing smaller particles that the pump basket can't get. You can see there are 2 extra pumps for the water features. This Eclipse box is part of the ozone system. This system injects oxygen into the water supply. Putting oxygen into the water helps disinfect for purification. There are more details on this process online, but this is the basic concept. They say it kills bacteria 3,000 times faster than chlorine. Then the control box. So you might be asking, what's the bottom line? Which is better? And this is really up for debate. When I met pool installers, they all argued which one is better, with no one giving an inch. Ozone guys say it's healthier, and saltwater guys say it's not, because you still need to add chemicals such as chlorine. Personally, I went with saltwater pool system because this is what the installer recommended. If I chose an installer that recommended ozone, I probably would have went that route. Also, you do need to take into consideration the maintenance and cost of the salt cell chlorinator. Ozone doesn't seem to have maintenance on its device. I'm happy with my decision, and I think they're both better than the older traditional way of putting tablets at the pool. Not an easy decision, but I hope this helps. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.